While Y2K fashion may make a comeback, Kate's royal position hinders her from donning denim skirts, orange shades, low-rise jeans, and even halter tops. Her regal duties impose a different style protocol. Back in the early days of Princess Catherine's life in the spotlight, she occasionally sported a denim miniskirt. In 2007, she was photographed walking in London wearing said skirt, along with black tights, boots, and a black jacket. Her look was casual, but it certainly didn't fit the wardrobe we see her in today. In April 2007, Prince William broke up with her over the phone while she was working at Jigsaw, a women's boutique, according to the Daily Mail.
So it did take a bit of time for us to get to know each other. But we did become, very close friends from quite early on.
The split only lasted 10 weeks, but during their breakup, Kate was photographed out partying with her sister, Pippa Middleton, and her wardrobe matched her post-breakup party phase. Royal journalist Angela Levin told GB News, "Instead of telling her story, instead of, hiding away, she got some very, very nice mini skirts and tops, and she went out dancing. And I thought that woman, yet young woman, has got a lot of courage and a lot of determination." Rather than a specific piece of clothing, Catherine, Princess of Wales, rarely wears the color orange. It's not that she doesn't love bright colors. She's been spotted wearing cobalt blue, bright red, and even pink. But according to Express, orange doesn't photograph as well as other vivid colors. The outlet noted that Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, also shied away from orange while she was a working royal. One of the few times Catherine has worn orange was on her visit to Jamaica with Prince William in 2022. While attending a meeting with the Jamaican Prime Minister, Catherine wore a white Alexander McQueen pantsuit and underneath wore an orange top by Ridley London, and she accessorized with an orange handbag. Just because Catherine doesn't opt for orange doesn't mean royal women haven't worn it. The late Queen Elizabeth II wore several bright orange outfits with matching hats.
She's not afraid of color. Royal style expert Elizabeth Holmes previously told Access Hollywood how the fashion choice takes a page out of Queen Elizabeth's book.
The late Princess Diana was also a fan of orange, from skirt suits to orange bikinis. Princess Catherine doesn't wear sandals often. Throughout her time as a royal, she's only worn open-toed shoes a handful of times. And that's because sandals go against royal protocol. Fashion expert Karen Ludor told the Daily Mail, "It is well known that the royal family observes strict fashion rules which no one can bend, especially when it comes to footwear. Only closed-toe shoes are permitted, and open-toe shoes considered as unformal wear and inappropriate for wedding occasions." Catherine leans on staples, like her suede nude heels by Gianvito Rossi. And while Catherine prefers a higher heel, she also seems to have found a style that works for her, that's easy and formal enough to be appropriate for royal events. Catherine veered away from her no-sandal rule while she was in Belize with Prince William in 2022. While on their Royal Caribbean tour, she wore wedges and open-toed shoes in the tropical climate. Like many of us in the mid-2000s and early 2010s, Princess Catherine used to be a huge fan of shoulder bags. Now, as a senior member of the royal family, Catherine almost exclusively carries clutches. And there are special reasons for this. Clutches are something to hold on to during intense public moments and are used as a decoy when Catherine might not want to shake hands. In 2017, manners expert William Hanson explained to the Daily Mail, "The Duchess of Cambridge may well prefer not to shake hands with certain people, but there are other ways to achieve this, as used by the Queen and other members of the royal family, than opting for a clutch over a bag with a strap." He explained that holding her clutch with both hands can make Catherine appear standoffish in moments. But Catherine isn't the only royal woman who used clutches for varying purposes. The late Princess Diana reportedly wielded them as a cleavage clutch, according to My London. She held them close to her chest when bending down to avoid any prying cameras. Back in the old days when she wasn't a royal, Princess Catherine occasionally wore white jeans. In 2006, she sported them at a polo match while cheering on Prince William and Prince Harry, along with Harry's then-girlfriend Chelsea Davy. And she was wearing a midriff in her pre-princess look. Catherine still wears jeans every once in a while, but they aren't white or loose-fitting. She often opts for skinny jeans. In May 2021, when she got the COVID-19 vaccine, Catherine wore a white t-shirt and a pair of jeans by And Other Stories. For Christmas 2022, the Wales family released their annual Christmas card, and Catherine wore dark denim skinny jeans while walking with her family. While she's retired the white jeans, Catherine still loves a pair of denim when she's off duty from royal events. The hemlines Princess Catherine wears have undergone an evolution of their own. Before she was a royal, she was spotted in short skirts. In 2007, Catherine wore a white denim skirt that fell several inches above her knee when she attended the badminton horse trials. She paired the look with a navy sweater and brown suede boots. In any normal context, a skirt above someone's knee wouldn't make headlines, but it does when it comes to the royals. Following her wedding to Prince William, Catherine occasionally wore shorter dresses and skirts, though not white denim ones. As Catherine climbed the royal ranks, the late Queen Elizabeth II apparently urged her to wear longer hemlines. Katie Nicholl wrote in the Daily Mail in 2014 that Catherine was getting a royal makeover, one that was more fitting as the future queen and the mother to the heir. The trend continued, as Catherine's royal ascent can be tracked by the length of her hems. By 2021, she had almost completely done away with shorter skirts. She began wearing dresses and skirts that fell around her ankle, which all signals towards her future role as queen. Like many of us in the 2000s, Princess Catherine wore Uggs. Yes, even a future queen wore a pair of Uggs, as unfathomable as that may seem now.
Because ultimately, this is a global issue.
In 2007, she was seen walking in London wearing a pair of oatmeal-colored Uggs, pairing them with skinny jeans and a black jacket. And like many of us, Catherine has retired her Uggs. Catherine still wears boots from time to time. In classic English style, Catherine has a pair of Wellingtons by Les Chameaux in light green. She's worn them to outdoor events like polo matches during wet weather. Rain boots are not at all uncommon footwear for the royals. Even the late Queen Elizabeth II wore rubber rain boots at outdoor events, particularly anything involving horses. For other functions that require sturdy footwear, Catherine has been seen many times wearing a pair of the Penelope Chilvers long tassel boot. She's been wearing those boots for well over 10 years now, and it's clearly become the more sophisticated replacement for her trusty Uggs. The length of one's neckline doesn't seem to spark global interest unless you're a royal woman. While we hardly ever see Princess Catherine in anything low-cut now, she was known to wear a few low necklines back in her pre-royal days. In 2007, Catherine went clubbing with her sister, Pippa Middleton, to Mahiki, a popular nightclub in London. For the occasion, Catherine wore a low-cut satin dress that was gray and gold. Catherine's partying era gained some traction on TikTok, with content creators noticing how carefree she seemed. One user shared a compilation of photos with the text, "Pictures of Kate Middleton partying in London in the early 2000s are my new favorite thing. She looks like she's having so much fun." From the get-go as a royal, Catherine stopped wearing low-cut tops and has gone in the opposite direction. Many of her looks feature a high neckline, with her chest and collarbone frequently completely covered. At the 2017 Royal Ascot, Catherine wore a white Alexander McQueen lace dress with a neckline that sat a few inches high. There are few things that we can say for certain in life, but one of them is that we'll never see Princess Catherine in low-rise jeans again. Back in her pre-royal days, she followed the fashion of the early 2000s and wore some low-riders. The most notable occasion happened when she was 23 and still a student at the University of St. Andrews. Catherine was photographed in the town while walking with her father, Michael Middleton. She wore her hair clipped up and paired a white camisole with some very low-rise flared jeans cinched with a black belt. Now that she's a senior working royal, Catherine isn't seen in low-rise pants. And when she wears pants, they're almost always high-waisted. In 2019, she stopped by London's Natural History Museum and wore a pair of army green high-waisted trousers by Jigsaw, along with a plum-colored top and a burgundy Chanel bag. As part of her more casual royal look, Catherine sometimes opts for wide-leg cropped pants. In May 2019, she wore a pair of khaki-colored wide-legs pants with a pair of Superga sneakers and a white button-up shirt. It seems that Catherine, Princess of Wales, has bid farewell to the halter top. While this particular style might not be on everyone's radar, Catherine seemed to favor it before she became a royal. In 2006, she wore a red polka-dot halter top dress to cheer Prince William on in a polo match. She paired the look with small sunglasses, looking every bit the poster girl of the 2000s. In 2008, Kate wore an emerald green sequined halter top to the Dayglow Midnight Roller Disco, an event which she helped organize as part of a charity. She paired the halter top with yellow shorts and knee-high pink socks. While we have yet to see Catherine in a halter dress as a royal, we do see her in strapless and sleeveless items, though they're often gowns. In 2016, she wore a red sleeveless midi dress by Preen when she was in Canada. In 2019, she wore an off-the-shoulder white midi dress. In March 2022, she wore an emerald green off-the-shoulder gown by Jenny Packham while she was in Jamaica with Prince William.